Hi, welcome to our essential oil education. We are so excited to be sharing about essential oils with you. My name is Julie Homer. I am a registered nurse and I have been working in labor and delivery for about 3 years now. And I love my job, but I also love sharing about essential oils. And that's about the same amount of time I've been using oils. And so Michelle and I are all about integrative therapies, and we are going to share about lemon on this specific webinar, and feel free to tune in to our other webinars.
Right. Thanks, Julie. Yes, my name is Michelle McGorry, and I also have a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. I've been a registered nurse for over 34 years now, and I'm certified in oncology, healing touch certified practitioner, and also a certified aromatherapist. I've been using oils since 2010, and I use them daily. And Julie and I are very passionate about education about the oils and about safety. So we encourage you to follow us and learn more about the oils.
For watching this webinar, we want to give you the opportunity to get a free gift from us. You can find out how to get a free gift of lemon, lavender, peppermint at the end of the webinar, so stay tuned. Lemon is one of our favorite essential oils. It's actually one of the most popular essential oils. It comes in a trio with lemon, lavender, peppermint, either 5 milliliter or 15 milliliter. You actually save quite a bit of money for getting the 15 milliliter as a trio as opposed to the 5. It is sold individually as $10, and then also it's retail for about $13. Michelle and I get them wholesale, and that's actually the best way to buy your essential oils. So we'll tell you more about that, how to get them at the discounted price as well.
Okay, so we're going to talk today about lemon. And as Julie said, we do have, you can sign up and become a wellness advocate or get the oils. The thing with the oils is when we talk about the oils, you really want to make sure whatever oils you're using that they're pure, that there's nothing synthetic in them. Because when you go to the store, like grocery stores and different chains around the country, they sell products that are not pure, and then you're not going to get the benefits from them, or you could have some reactions from the fillers. So we totally promote pure oils. So lemon today we're talking about, the name is citrus limon, and it was started, well, it's been around forever, but there started some research by Jean Valnet, which some of you have probably read about. He does a lot of research in oils, and he has demonstrated that if you diffuse lemon oil, it could actually reduce germs in the air in about 15 minutes to certain bugs. So that's kind of a really cool part of the lemon, and we'll talk about that. It's been widely used in skincare, so it's been used to cleanse your skin, reduce wrinkles, and it also helps with acne because of the properties in there that are antibacterial. There's also been a lot of studies because lemon is one of the citrus oils, and the citrus oils actually, they're very uplifting, and there have been multiple studies showing that the citruses can really uplift you and like elevate your mood and make you feel better. There was one recently done with citrus oils that Vanderbilt University did, which is really a great study. If you guys are interested, you could email us later and we'll go over that. So if we look at when you look at the oils, I know there's a lot of stuff on the web out there, and a lot of it's not really all that science-based, and we do a little bit about the science. We don't want to overload you with the science, but it's just kind of nice to know where the stuff comes from when we're talking about it. So when you look at lemon, all the oils have a botanical family. This is the Rudiceae. I can't say it real well, but it's Rudiceae. Now, when you look at the components of lemon, when you look at companies that produce pure oils, they have something called GCMSs, which actually show you the components that are in them. So a lemon, the batches will differ here and there. There'll be a little bit of difference in them, but basically pure lemon is going to be mostly monoterpenes, which is D-limonene, beta-pinene, and gamma-terpenine, and a little bit of aldehydes. Now, I know that doesn't mean much, and it kind of sounds a little crazy, but those components are what gives us the effects that when we talk about lemon. So when we talk about essential oils, we're not just pulling stuff out of the air saying what lemon does. We're actually looking at the chemical components that are commonly found in lemon. So we're going to concentrate a little bit on D-limonene and the terpenine and pinene. When you smell lemon, because it's citrus, it's very crisp and sharp, It's very, fresh, lemony. You think of freshness and clean air, and that's the note of it. So it's a very top-centered note. And when we talk about notes as time goes on, the importance of that is when we blend, how long the oils last. Because lemon is a top note, excuse me, it's going to evaporate very quickly. So you'll smell it and then it'll go away. And that's part of the thing about a top note. Lemon is cold pressed from the rind. And the importance of that is when you get an oil that is pressed from the rind, think of it, that lemon is on the tree and the lemon is out in the sun, right? So there's something in the rind when we press it from the cold that has actually something that can cause phototoxicity. And the importance of that is we would not want to put lemon straight on our skin and go in the sun, because we could have a little bit of a phototoxic reaction, and actually can be quite severe in some of the oils that are a little bit more heavy with that phototoxic. So that's the importance of knowing where the oil comes from. So it is cold pressed from the rind. Okay, when we look at the chemical properties, when we talk about like the therapeutic properties of lemon, not lemon itself, but lemon has D-limonene. Probably about 65 to 70% of that oil is D-limonene. The thing about D-limonene, which is awesome, is that it actually has been shown to activate white cells. It's actually an analgesic, or for pain reduction, anti-inflammatory, because the property of it helps with inflammation. And that's why sometimes they can use things or components of D-limonene for allergies and stuff, because it does have, or seasonal things like coughing and stuff. It's antibacterial, D-limonene, and it's also a skin penetration enhancer, which means it'll help drive the oils in. One of the great things about D-limonene itself is there's been studies that shows that it can reduce anxious feelings. It is also an antioxidant. Now, the gamma terpenine part of it, usually only about 10% or so in the oil, and that's going to vary. Remember, when you're looking at oils, you're going to look at where it comes from. So a lemon from Italy is going to be a little bit of difference from a lemon from Spain, and the GCMS reports will be a little bit different. But basically, it's going to have some terpenine in it. And terpenine itself is antibacterial, antispasmodic, and that's going to help with spasms, which is really cool. Antioxidant, and most of your citruses are. Antiviral, and one of the cool things about terpenine is it has been shown to help kill head lice. Now, that's the terpenine part. We're not talking just about lemon, but remember, terpenine is in lemon. Also, beta-pinene is in lemon, and beta-pinene is also antispasmodic. It prevents bone loss in some studies, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant. So all those three you're looking at are actually still monoterpenes. That's the part of citrus that's the main category of it. And that'll make more sense as you learn more and more about it. And don't mean to be geeky on the science part, but it's just good to know when you're talking about the lemon where we're getting the properties from. And that's just another summation about some of the therapeutic properties. And we've kind of basically gone over there. One thing that's cool about D-limonene is it evaporates quickly on contact. So it does tend to cool you off. But remember, you're not going to put it on sun-exposed areas. And D-limonene has also been found to be liver protective. I like that. Okay, Julie, if you want to talk a little about circulation.
So lemon is a very good oil to help reduce swelling. It's something that can be taken internally as long as you're comfortable with it and use it the right way to help rid your body of excess fluids, and it helps to clean out your kidneys as well, soothes pain associated with large leg veins. You can guess what that is because we can't use medical terms. And then especially if you combine it with cypress and patchouli, you can blend it together and you can massage it on the areas of your body that need better circulation. It's really good to diffuse, like Michelle had mentioned. It helps to uplift mood. And so when you're feeling sad, try diffusing some lemon, or even put it on the palms of your hands and inhaling it. You can mix it with other oils, and we're going to give you some recipes in just a minute. You can add it to blends to help soothe pain in areas of inflammation. This is something I actually didn't know. That's really interesting. I think I'm going to try that. Blends with lavender, like we mentioned earlier, lemon, lavender, peppermint is an excellent trio. You can use, there's a thing that's 101 uses for lemon, lavender, peppermint.
Yes.
So you really get your money's worth on using these essential oils, and they do have a long shelf life. Lemon is about a year, because this just came to my mind. When you are using lemon and orange and the citrus oils, they tend to evaporate quickly. I actually have some lemons that I haven't used right away, and they're half empty now because they've been sitting around for quite a while. So you want to use your lemon right away.
Yes, and if they've been around for longer than a year or two, you wouldn't want to take them internally if you are some people take things internally. You would not want to do that. And you'd also want to be careful on your skin. You could use it for cleaning and stuff like that. But because the oxidation could occur, it can increase the risk of some skin sensitivities. And really one of the great things about doTERRA is they're now putting there will be on the website where you can actually pull the GCMSs, and also on the bottles there will be an expiration date, which is pretty helpful when you've had oils for a little bit, and you'll get to see that some of the oils last longer than others, but it gives you a good idea. And they're stamped at the bottom now, which is really I'm really proud of doTERRA for doing that.
It's perfect. And you know where it came from, and you also know with the expiration date when you need to use it by, how much time you have. So musculoskeletal, I am someone who has occasional pain. So these are good oils that you can use either all of them, or you can use a mixture of different ones, but always dilute if you're putting oils on your skin.
And lemon and black pepper are awesome together.
Oh my
They really are.
gosh.
They're also awesome for cooking.
Yes. I love lemon and black pepper on to eat, the actual
Yes.
spice.
Yeah, it's a great spice combo.
So how would you use it for acne? Don't you have an acne blend that you use?
I do have an acne blend, and that's something you guys can do, and it's one of the great things about trying different oils and learning what works. You can make different acne blends, different skin things. I do have an acne blend that I put lavender, geranium. I have like 4 different blends that I use depending on who I'm blending it for, which is kind of the cool thing about blending. You can look at what properties you want, and that's where the science comes in. And also the person who you're using it and what problems they have. Because sometimes you can use an oil that would have multiple effects on somebody. Like lemon is great for skin, but it's also uplifting. So somebody a little bit down, it's going to do both things. So that's one of the great things about blending. And Julie and I are going to have some blending classes also coming up. And it gets you to use some of your oils that maybe you just don't like the smell of, because some of the oils, they're therapeutic and maybe it doesn't resonate with you. And you can blend it and kind of make it smell something that you'd like. And one of the things I've found, Julie, and I'm sure you have, is certain oils that I've smelled and I'm like, ugh, I'm just not for me. And then maybe a month later, I can't get enough of that oil. It's like crazy that I'm thinking, how did I not like that oil? I love that oil. And I think it has to do with our body chemistry and how we change. And our body is so intuitive. What we need, it knows. And it kind of gives us an affinity for that. It's just kind of something I've kind of noticed with playing with the oils.
It's like with food. Sometimes you're craving different types of food because your body needs that food.
True, exactly.
With our oils, when our body needs support and systems, your body starts craving a certain oil. And you'll notice as you are using oils and getting more acquainted with them, you will notice that there are oils that you need at a certain time. Or first it smelled stinky, but now it's amazing. And that's what I'm going through myself.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And then another thought is lemon is good when you are starting to feel sick. It's one of the ones that I like to put in my blend for when I am comfortable taking oils internally short term to help me to feel better. So you can contact Michelle or me for specific more ways that we have not mentioned on here to using lemon either internally, externally, all of this. Immune stimulant, supports the liver. Some of the things we've already talked about. It's in some body care products. It helps to reduce occasional feelings of nausea, and it's good when combined with peppermint for nauseous feelings. So you can use both of those together, and it's amazing for cleaning. I just put some in my dishwasher. It's running right now, and I put a couple drops of lemon just in the dishwasher water, so it's pretty much diluted, makes my dishes smell fresh and clean. And I love doing that. And you can put in a spray bottle with some water. I think we have recipes on here coming up. and you can clean your
And
house
you
with it as long
clean
as
with it. I
it's
like that idea.
very diluted, especially on wood surfaces. You want to be careful, but
Now, when we look at lemon, also, all the oils have what we say are emotional factors to them. So lemon is considered the oil of focus. It can help you really focus, and because it's so uplifting, it's relaxing yet it stimulates, just like orange, and it brings out joy, direction, and memory. Uplifts and cleanses. So it's really a great oil to diffuse. Besides the antibacterial properties of the D-limonene when you're diffusing, it's also uplifting. So like Julie said, that's awesome. I didn't think about using it in my dishwasher. I don't know why. So I'm going to do that tonight. I do diffuse it though in the kitchen because it just smells so good. It's also a great oil for children struggling with school because it's uplifting, it's going to up your energy. It's going to make you feel better. And that's one of the things I love about the citruses. People that are into energy medicine, I do healing touch, so I'm very interested about the energy and the chakras in the body. Lemon corresponds well with the second, third, and sixth chakra. So I think that's pretty interesting. I know I've got a family member going through some medical issues. So I've been using a little lemon too, because I've noticed when I check the field that those chakras are actually the ones that are out of line too. So kind of interesting. It's good to kind of know what energy it goes along with the oils, because there's a lot about that out there. Okay, I guess we can go to studies. The D-limonene we talked about, they have done some studies. Of course, they do a lot of studies in rats and animals before they do them on humans. But they did show that the D-limonene part did help support breast irregularities in rats. So kind of interesting for the future. I mean, there's a lot of oil work going on. There's some big studies going on. Johns Hopkins is going to be putting out their studies shortly, and I really can't wait for that because it's going to do a lot with antibacterial effects of oils. Lemon essential oil also supports inflammatory pathways, reducing inflammation. There's some studies done by Mitsosi in 2014. And there's some other studies showing the strong antimicrobial or actions of oil and how they reduce anxious feelings. And there's some links to those studies if you want them. I have them. I don't have them on the website, but you can contact me and I can get them to you. But I'm really looking forward to the studies coming out. And the more and more studies that come out, supporting essential oils. I mean, it's being used right now in so many facilities, healthcare facilities. And we're actually going to be starting essential oils at UMC, which is really awesome that, they're allowing us to start with the science of oils. So I'm looking forward to that.
Here's some recipes. We
Yay!
talked about poor circulation in areas of your body, specifically the legs and the feet. That's where most people have poor circulation. Here's some recipes that you can follow, you can read, and you do want to always dilute when you're using these. You can also use helichrysum, beautiful for veins and help with the circulation. Talked about grapefruit, black pepper, and digestive system. If you're feeling upset stomach or if you need support for your digestive system, you can use lemon and coriander topically, and you would dilute that. How would you dilute that?
Well, it's 1 ounce. They're 1 ounces, but 12 drops of lemon and 12 to 18 drops of coriander in a 1 ounce container, and rub it on topically. But if you're going to use it for children, and we only recommend 6 months and older, 6 months to 6 years, so you would only use a 0.5%, because the other's 3 to 5%. Because you always want to go less for children. And remember, 1 drop is a lot. 1 drop is, very, very potent. So.
Yeah.
And then children that are 6 years to 12, you can actually go to 1 to 2% dilution. So the normal recommendation for like little ones is like 0.5% a solution, and then when you get to kids, 1 to 2%, and then you can go up to about 3% for adults. And that's pretty strong. It doesn't sound strong, but it is. And remember, when you're diluting, 1 drop is really potent. So you're getting a nice dilution, 3%. I know out there, and there are some conditions where you can go up to 10%, but that short term, and it's better to start low and see how you do.
And you're looking on here, what is this whole dilution thing? How do I figure this out? There's lots of dilution charts, and contact us. I posted them in my essential oil groups, and specifically for kids, adults, and you got Michelle and me. So you can reach out to us. Stimulate appetite, diffuse or
Yeah.
inhaler. So people who have no desire to eat, which may be little kids, you think?
Yes, I'm trying
who
it on
don't want to eat.
I'm trying it on my granddaughter because she
And
really has a poor appetite. And for the inhaler, Julie, all you had to do is put 12 to 15 drops in the cotton wick, make your own little inhaler, and kids think it's cool because they can hold it, and there's been studies showing it stimulates appetite. So I'm gonna really I was really impressed when I read that. I'm gonna try that with her.
that's amazing. We're gonna have to show people how to make inhalers too.
Yeah,
because
you can do that.
that's kind of a new thing, because we hear of inhalers, but we don't hear of essential oil inhalers. That's huge.
Right.
Okay, so you make a personal inhaler, which could be perfect, and then support clearing the air so you can diffuse it. Recipes, more recipes. If your throat is feeling sore, you can apply topically, add sandalwood. I like to use Breathe, lemon, and I'm okay with On Guard, but I dilute it really well and apply it to my sore throat.
Me too. I like On Guard.
Yeah.
It's just safety with children and stuff, but and different medical conditions. But I love On Guard. It's great. I like the lymph node support too for people that have problems with their lymph nodes, and we're not suggesting always follow medical advice. These are just oils are an integrative therapy. They work with Western medicine. They're not in place of Western medicine. In no way are Julie and I saying not to see a doctor for anything, and we're not doctors, we're not diagnosing, but for aid to keep you healthy, for prevention, to work with. And whenever you're using oils, if you have medical conditions, we encourage you to inform your physician and and see what other meds you're on, because there are certain meds that do have reactions with certain oils. For pain, we talked about lemon and peppermint, and remember peppermint over the age of 6. Acne, there's some great blends, and like I said, we can give you some of those blends if you contact us too. Aloe vera is a great carrier instead of coconut oil. I'm a big fan of coconut oil, but aloe vera's actually got antibacterial properties also like coconut oil, and it's very soothing for the face, and it is the carrier I use in my acne blends that I make. And there's a recipe in there for cleansing too. And they talk about masking odors. Sometimes you have odors that you can't get rid of, that you can use sandalwood with the lemon and how great it works. So just some thoughts.
More recipes. We want to make sure you guys have lots of recipes. See, you can use it so many ways to use lemon. And you really are saving money, because wholesale is 4 cents a drop, and you're only using couple drops at a time, and it goes a long way. I love this. Oh, to clean your house, you can use lemon. Let's see, 20 drops of lemon EO per ounce of hydrogen peroxide. Shake well. You can. And
then clean with it.
Clean your house with it. I need to make some more cleaners.
And so much better than the chemicals. And I don't know, Julie, if you saw, but and ANA, which is American Holistic Nurses Association that Julie and I are in, they were talking about all the chemicals out there, even in toothpaste that is banned in other countries that we allow here. And the same thing with our cleaning properties, our products. There's so much out there we go and buy, and the more and more you use these natural cleansers, you're going to notice when you pick up something like a brand name that you use to clean your toilet and your tub, how stinky it smells. You can smell the chemicals in it. And you get so used to the cleansing of the natural way that it really is a turnoff to use chemicals, and your body senses it. I just think it's awesome how your body starts to notice stuff like that. Same thing with the plugins, Julie, right? The plugins. I used to go to different stores and buy those plugins like crazy, had them all over my house. And now that I'm used to diffusing natural oils, I cannot stand the fake smell. And then I think, what am I breathing into my lungs? What's it doing to me?
I can't handle it either. I have a friend who I care dearly about, and she started selling some product that they have essential oils in them, but it's just not, I just can't handle it. It smells synthetic. And ever since I started using essential oils and all these natural products, I have a hard time with fake smells and colognes and perfumes. So you'll notice as you're starting to use it, your body says, yay, I'm excited for the essential oils. It's working. But then you're just turned off to the other smells. That's
yes.
Totally agree.
And a lot of those places that say they're essential oils in there, they don't say where they get their essential oils from. You don't know if they're pure, and you don't know what else is in there. So it's just always good to be very cautious, do your homework, know your oils.
Here's some safety with essential oils. Michelle had already mentioned that essential oils, specifically the citrus oils like lemon, are phototoxic. So be super careful not to go out in the sun for at least 12 hours.
They changed that to 24 recently.
Oh, it's 20. So don't do it at all. Just
Well,
wash it off your skin.
but if you do it in low concentration, it's okay. And I know most of us use rollerballs. So I put the 10 cc thing because it's easier for people, in your head to see. So no more than 4 drops if you were making a rollerball in a 10 cc. So if you do that, don't put it on a sun exposed area. And if you do a sun exposed area, wait 24 hours to go out. If it's in a bath product like a soap or something you're washing off, it doesn't matter because you're washing it off. It's not going to be phototoxic, if you put it like in your bath products. So sorry, just wanted to throw that in there.
That's beautiful. I love it. And so always low dilution with this. You're not going to, we never recommend putting oils straight on your skin. Not a good idea.
Right.
Dilute them.
Always dilute.
You can spread them more evenly.
Yes.
And you can massage it in your skin. I just prefer it myself to use coconut oil when I'm using essential oils on my skin. And
Me too.
also save my oils instead of putting tons of oil.
Right.
A couple drops.
That's exactly right.
And the rest coconut oil. Yeah. So it is safe for children and dogs. What about cats? We didn't look in that.
No, because there's a whole thing out there, and it's a big controversy right now. So we're not going to go into cats right now because there's 2 schools of thinking, and most of them say that cats really shouldn't. They should be using hydrosols and stuff, which is another product, not an essential oil for cats. So we're not going to go over cats. We'll talk about dogs on our essential oils and children, but I think for now we'll just avoid the cat issue. Maybe later.
Yeah. Okay. So it's too tricky with animals. Anyway, so the blends that have lemon in, I had no idea that Breathe had lemon in it.
You know what? I didn't either, Julie, till I was like, wow, I didn't even realize that. It's awesome.
Yeah. But I love Breathe so much. It's so good to open up your airways and help you during
it's awesome.
Season like now when you need respiratory support. Citrus Bliss for uplifting mood has other essential oils in it, like tangerine and lemon for sure, and some others.
Citrus Bliss to me is like orange dreamsicle. I love it.
And then Purify, which I have used in my wash and to help clean stinky areas in my home, like bathrooms.
And shoes. Cotton balls in your shoes. I use it for my teenage boys' shoes.
Such a good idea. I love Purify. Say you have a load that's just sitting out for a while and you forgot to put it in the dryer.
To put it in the dryer.
I just put a couple drops of Purify with some water and run it through again. I like 1 to 2 because it's so strong. And it just gets that smell out of the mildew. And then Slim and Sassy. People love Slim and Sassy for weight management. That's popular. And we're having new products coming out in January. And then TerraShield is helpful to combat all the bugs, like the literal insects. And that's popular. People use it on their horses too. And then Tries is for symptoms such as sneezing, coughing, runny nose when you're around pollen or cats or dogs. So if that makes sense what that is. People use Tries. My husband used it before he goes to the puppy store, and huge. It helps so much. It has lemon, lavender, peppermint in it. And GX Assist to support your body in a natural detox and cleansing. For watching this, if you're not currently enrolled in doTERRA, not working with anyone, you have the opportunity to get a free gift from Michelle and me of a lemon, lavender, peppermint. For watching this video, you can email me at naturalwellnessnurse@gmail.com or Michelle, who's very knowledgeable in essential oils, at energyemotionlv@gmail.com. If you're wondering about how to get started using essential oils, here's our email. Perhaps you want to get them the wholesale price like we do and have support of Michelle and me at any moment, or just learn more about essential oils and be in our group. We have lots of giveaways and we have lots of team training and support for those who are using, and maybe you want to do the business like us because it's been a huge help financially. it's lots of fun, and we'd love for you to join us. So feel free to email us to find out more information.
We do have a good group, Julie. We're a good group
Yeah,
together.
we
Very
do.
supportive.
We'll have nurses, moms, people of all nurses
Oh,
and they're the same,
yes.
but any kind of background. But we just help support each other, and we have a good group, like you said. Follow us. Michelle has a Facebook page. I have a Facebook page, and then we have an essential oil support group, which is open to anyone on any team. We share education in there, and you can go to any of these websites and join us. We want to
Yes.
thank you for joining us today in this webinar, and hopefully what we shared was helpful. Will you let us know? You can type
Let
a
us know your
comment.
thoughts. Yeah, thoughts and feelings and what we can do to improve it. And we appreciate you being here and taking time out of your busy day just to listen a little bit about lemon. And hopefully you have a very uplifted day.